Good Friday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this January 15th. Back today after being out yesterday. As I mentioned, I think it was on Wednesday, I would be out Thursday. I was attending a what's called a Kentucky Weather Preparedness Committee meeting, and it was held at the National Weather Service office in Wilmington, Ohio. That's just on the other side of Cincinnati, and first time I had been there, but we got together and started even talking about severe weather, the spring season, and even though we haven't finished winter yet, we're already looking ahead to the spring months and trying to work on details with that, tornado drills, and schools will be doing that sort of thing, severe weather awareness classes and themes and things like that. So that's what that planning meeting was all about yesterday, and we've got some things planned for the spring season. So it was good to get up there for one day and just kind of plan things out for spring and its arrival. And then on top of that, overnight and early this morning, a hurricane has formed. Now, it's out of season, and it's a very rare thing to happen. But way out in the Atlantic, near the Azores, we do have a hurricane. It's Alex, and it is a Category 1 storm with winds at 75 miles per hour. Now, it's not going to have any effect on the mainland of the United States, but it is going to go into the northern Atlantic and maybe get close to Greenland before weakening. It's already beginning to weaken, but it's just a rare thing. You have to go all the way back to 1938 to find a storm that early in the month of January that has formed in the month of January. And the latest, the last time that happened was 1955 with Hurricane Alice in the month of January. So a couple of rare events there that has happened, and that hurricane that's out there today, of course, not bothering really anybody except the Azores. But beyond that, it's not going to impact us. But just something kind of an anomaly, of course, a very rare thing to happen as the normal, in the normal course of things. Hurricanes in the Atlantic occur during the late summer months and into fall. And, of course, the season ends around November 30th. But it has happened before, but it's been a long time ago since something like this has happened. All right, let's get back to home. We see rain moving in on radar as we speak this morning. Looking at showers moving in from our west and southwest. It is warm enough to keep everything in the form of rain, at least for today. We're not too worried about any kind of frozen precipitation. 61 was the official high temperature yesterday at the Bowling Green Airport. That happened just before 3 o'clock. 45 is the average high, so we were 16 degrees above average yesterday. 35 was our low, 26 the average, so we were 9 degrees above average. 36 and 28 were your extremes 1 year ago, back in 2015. So far, no rainfall recorded at the Bowling Green Airport. That looks to change today. We could pick up maybe a 1/4 inch to 3/10 of an inch of rain, with periods of rain likely today, about a 90% chance of rain, and a mild high at 54. It won't be quite as warm as yesterday, but 54 with a west wind at 13. Tonight, rain will possibly end as a few wet snowflakes or flurries. I don't anticipate any accumulation as a colder air begins to move in. 30% chance of that happening, a low of 33. Saturday is just going to be a mainly cloudy day, cold, and a few flurries just kind of flying around, especially tomorrow morning, with a high of only 38. So a much colder day on tap for Saturday and a low of 23. But another shot of reinforced Arctic air moves in for Sunday. A few clouds with sunshine, breezy, much colder. Early day high around 36, but then we fall down to 10 degrees under a clear sky Sunday night. And those northwesterly breezes are going to produce some single-digit wind chills, maybe even below zero wind chills. And then for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which is Monday, sunny but very cold, a high of only 23 and a low of 9 for Monday night. Ooh. As we get into Tuesday, we're going to see partly sunny 32. A more southerly wind flow will help us moderate to near 40 on Wednesday, but another system comes through with a chance of a rain or snow shower. And then by Tuesday of next week, a couple of flurries, maybe a light raindrop or two early Tuesday, and then warming all the way to 42 degrees. So we're going to keep getting these hits of colder air coming down with each one of these little cold fronts that move through, these little clipper systems, and then we try to warm back up. But just as soon as we warm back up, we cool back down. Typical January this time of the year for us here in southern Kentucky. So don't look for that pattern to change anytime soon. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the podcast. God bless as always, and thank you so much for listening. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, 11 a.m. on midday, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com. And then join me later today for my radio show at Classic Hits, Sam 100.7, between 3 and 7 this evening.